Well, folks, AEW fans are upset with CM Punk. And in other news, the sky's blue, grass is green, and Diddy is a freak. Now, before I get too deep into this video, trying to hit 10,000 subs, actually trying to hit 9,500 subs before the end of the week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Need 300 likes on this video. Make sure you like the video. Appreciate you. Now, if you don't know or you wasn't watching Monday Night Raw last night, CM Punk cut an impassioned promo, I believe is the word, on Drew McIntyre. And he basically brought up that Drew McIntyre is a choke artist, which, hey, losing 13, 14 straight world championship matches or just championship matches in a row will get you the unfortunate reputation of being a choke artist. I'm talking Chris Paul, I'm talking James Harden. If you know, you know what I'm saying. If you're a basketball fan, you know. But Drew McIntyre is basically them. So, but CM Punk said that he's a choke artist in a different way, and if you know what that. The footage came out last month. CM Punk giving giving him that UFC training, giving Jack Perry that UFC training that we mock him for so often. But he gave him it, and it seemed to work out. And it seemed that these people can't necessarily handle that, and AEW fans are super upset with it. And then I say that the sky is blue and the grass is green because what else is new, man? These dudes have been upset with CM Punk for the last year and a half. They can't. I don't know what exactly their beef is with him. I could tell y'all the whole story. CM Punk basically was just defending himself. To basically sum it up, they had no problem with CM. There was no problems with CM Punk. Like that, everything was perfect until he started challenging for the world championship. Until he started working with the elite, then that's when all the problems began. But nobody seems to not. I ain't gonna say nobody because AEW are very much the vocal minority. I mean, look at their ticket sales and look at their ratings. They are the vocal minority. Everybody is turning on AEW. People realize that CM Punk was right all along. And, I like to think that I was on the right side of history with this. From day one, I've been defending CM Punk with this stuff. And I have no problem with CM Punk defending himself. I have no problem with CM Punk, taking jabs back at them. Because they take jabs at this dude every week. They take jabs at WWE every week. They take jabs at people every week. They can't help themselves. Even recently, even last week, there's like at least every episode you have found one. Last week was that when they did the intro for AEW Dynamite, when the Young Bucks took over the intro, Jack Perry was in the intro twice. And in the intro, from what I remember, in the intro, the first two times he popped up was one when he was wearing the Cry Me a River on the back of his jacket, and the second one was when he said Cry Me a River. And if you don't know, Cry Me a River is basically what started this whole thing, which led to CM Punk going to WWE in the first place and getting Jack Perry choked out. So Jack Perry is known as the guy who got beat up by CM Punk. The Young Bucks are known as the guys who got beat up by CM Punk and his best friend Ace Steel. So yeah, I would be upset and I'd be sending shots at CM Punk too. But me personally, I would have worked with CM Punk and made the most amount of money that I ever could. But nah, that's Drew McIntyre now. Drew McIntyre, which ironically, Drew McIntyre looks like Matt and Nick Jackson had a baby and that baby was on steroids. Or Matt and Nick Jackson, like basically cartoonly or sitcomly are standing on top of each other, and that's Drew McIntyre. It's a funny visual when you think about it because the Young Bucks are like as tall as Tony Khan. I know Jack Perry definitely is as tall as Tony Khan. I think he probably weighs less than Tony Khan as well, which is why it's so hard to believe in these guys as menacing heels and bad guys because you could just knock them out. Like me, like I'm 5'10" and I can't run up and down the street, but I just feel like I'm more athletic than these guys. I can't do a front flip. I'll give them that. They are secretly athletic, but I just feel like I could take them guys in a fight if I really needed to. I feel like if they kick down my locker room door, I could take them in a fight. So it's hard to believe in them. I'm not saying I could. But if they barged down my locker room, I would, even if I had a torn tricep, I would put money on myself. I'm just saying so. So that's why it's so hard to believe in them guys. And Jim Cornette said it like, even if, or no, I think it was Brian Last who said it. Even if CM Punk and the Young Bucks did work together, it would have been CM Punk carrying the whole feud. And then even then, with the booking, like they don't do stuff unless it's the way they like it. So Who knows how that would have been? That would have probably just made things worse if we're being honest. So everybody is where they need to be. CM Punk, keep doing your thing. AEW fans, keep doing your thing because y'all making content like this easy. Because I just know as I'm talking and as I'm recording these videos and as I'm chopping them up, when I'm tired and I don't feel like exporting that video, I know it's some miserable AEW fan who just hates CM Punk for some reason, just typing away with his greasy fingers, and it just makes it so much easier. It gives me so much motivation to keep going and keep defending this legend's name because I gotta defend the legends, man. I gotta defend the legends. We've lost too many legends to keep letting these people disrespect our legends. They disrespected John Cena until they got their own company. They disrespected Roman Reigns. They disrespected so many people, and now we see their television, and it's just as bad, if not worse. So I love it. I love it. They get exposed weekly. Even they are done with the product that they created because the Dave Meltzers, the Brian Alvarez, the Wrestling Observers, they've created AEW. And now we all see that what they like is not sustainable. What they like is why the Young Bucks were never in WWE, which is why the Young Bucks will never go to WWE because that shit doesn't slide with WWE. They need acting classes. They need acting classes. They need wrestling classes. They need advice. They need booking classes. But they're already in their 40s, so it's probably too late. So, hey, it sucks to suck, and this is what it is. The AEW fans, the AEW faithful, they're going to keep starting the stuff, and it's sad, man. Me personally, I call it out when CM Punk is wrong. I call it out like, bro, you don't need to be putting hands on people in a professional setting. I don't understand wrestling is wrestling, and when there's testosterone going around, and when feelings are mixed and you punch people in the face for a living, I understand. It's hard to be professional, but it's wrong, and violence should never be the answer. But I understand. That's the main problem I've always had with people who act like they don't understand why CM Punk is doing what he's doing. Like, oh, he's just what is bros are broody? He just going around locker rooms and choking people out and punch them in the face. Like, no, man, no. It's the fact that it's the fact that people are antagonizing, people are alienating this man and acting like and gaslighting him as if he's tripping, as if he got somebody fired who was never even fired in the first place. He just didn't have a spot on television. What are we talking about, man? It's the dumbest thing that killed your company because there will never be another CM Punk. There will and I'm not even saying that in a glazing way. Like, who has had the amount of impact that CM Punk has had and is willing to go to AEW? I thought it would be the Edge, but not really. I don't know what it is about Edge, but yeah, that flopped. Christian, nah. MJF, he ran himself into the ground trying to be the champion that AEW fans wanted because that's what all AEW fans do. That's what all AEW fans like. They like these wrestlers who run themselves into the ground. It happened with Kota Ibushi. It happened with Kenny Omega. It happened with MJF. And it's going to happen with Swerve. Again, 3 20-minute bangers in 1 week. It's going to happen with Swerve. Mark my words. And now they're trying to say like, you see there was no pop in the crowd because nobody cares. Like, yeah, nobody cares because nobody understands what's going on with AEW because no WWE fans watch AEW. Like, you're saying the quiet part loud. You're exposing yourself. You're just exposing yourself, and it's hilarious. And I've made a living off ranting on AEW fans because y'all are delusional. Y'all are self-centered. And y'all have the ego of fucking... Y'all ego are so terrible. I hate it. I hate y'all ego. Y'all don't deserve the ego y'all have. Like, y'all root for people who has never done anything in the business that's substantial other than what y'all like. Like, if Wrestling Observer, like, just lost everything, like, if people erased Wrestling Observer from the internet, like, what would their legacies be? What would their legacies be? Literally, like, if you erased Wrestling Observer from the internet, what would the Young Bucks' legacy be? What would Kenny Omega's legacy be? Because they haven't drawn any money. They haven't drawn any tickets other than, like, these pay-per-views, which is great. I give you that. That's amazing. But it's not sustainable. because their style of wrestling is not sustainable. Nobody on the mainstream, nobody on the casual level likes that shit. You need to switch it up. You need to absolutely switch it up. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. AEW fans. AEW fans, make yourselves known in the comments, man. I'll be responding in the comments. Have a beautiful night. Again, trying to hit 9,500 subs before the end of the week. Hit that subscribe button for your boy. I definitely appreciate it. Have a beautiful night. Sub to Act. Peace.